Alright, we finished letter A. Now we come to letter E. So E is pronounced. The first sound we mentioned here, the symbol is like small e, because mostly E gives this sound, and the pronunciation is like like let, set, or med, etc. E can give this sound either at the beginning before a consonant or in the middle between two consonants. At the beginning, like answer, echo, animal, emblem, effort, and in the middle, like parish, decorate, regret, lesson, possession, bury. Okay, all these words were more than one syllable. But again, for one syllable words, we have fixed formulas. In E plus consonant except R, and in consonant plus E plus consonant except R, in one-syllable words, in case there isn't any other vowel letter. If E comes between two consonants in one-syllable words, in case there is not any other vowel letter, or E comes at the beginning before a consonant in one-syllable words, if there is not any other vowel letter, and the following consonant is not R, anything else but not R, then E is pronounced A. In one-syllable words, E is always pronounced A, but two conditions. There should not be any other vowel letter, and the following consonant does not have to be R. Examples for beginning, one syllable like eb, f, egg, h, edge, h, and in the middle like set, fez, beg, del, shed, them, kept, less, and spent. So in one syllable words, E always this gives sound, but there should not be R the following consonant, and we do not have to have any other vowel letter in the word. Second sound that E sometimes gives is E. Symbol is like small I. It resembles the Pashto Landaye, E, like a tir, like a pir, like a zir. And E gives this sound at the end of words having more than one syllable, following a consonant. If at the end of words which have more than one syllable, we have E, and before E we have a consonant, then E is pronounced E. Like apostrophe, catastrophe, simile, vigilante, beauty, coyote, chayuti, recipe, etc. Next formula for this sound, in EAT at the end of words following a consonant. If at the end of a word we have consonant plus E, A, T, E, this E also gives E sound. Examples: create, nauseate, permeate, roseate, and delineate. The ATE portion we studied before. If it is verb, ate. If it is adjective or noun, it we studied. And the E is pronounced E. For example, I would say the examples. Third sound that is given by E is the long sound for the same sound. E. Same but the long one. E, and this is E. And this sound is given by E at the end of one syllable words. Okay, the short one was given at the end of words which have more than one syllable. But the long one is given at the end of one syllable words after a consonant. But one exception, except the. In the word the, E is not pronounced E. But in other words, it is pronounced E. Examples like be, he, she, we, me, re, ye, and also in the middle between two consonants like sequence, congenial, secret, vehicle, and tedious. Yes? Yeah, but not end. For end one syllable, for middle no problem. And another formula for this sound, when we have consonant plus E plus consonant, except R or L plus E at the end of words. If at the end of a word we have consonant plus E plus consonant plus again E. This last E is silent and the second last E is pronounced E. But again, the following consonant should not be R or L. It should not be R or L. Anything else, then E is pronounced E. Like these, theme, we have consonant plus E plus consonant plus E. Complete, compete, delete. Mostly mispronounced like delayed. No, it is delete. Serene, concede, obsolete, recede, and etc. That was about E sound. The fourth sound we discuss here, which is sometimes given by E, is A, like Alif Zir A. And A we also studied at the end of more than one syllable words when we have AGE, like cottage, shortage, we studied. And we said that basically it is given by letter I. We later study when we started to write, mostly I give this sound. But sometimes he also can give this sound at the beginning and also in the middle. At the beginning like emotion, English, eject, effect, elastic. And the middle like prepare, because, before, belong, report, and women. Okay, the fifth sound, schwa. E can also be sometimes pronounced like schwa. And at the end of words having more than one syllable. Sometimes at the end of words which have more than one syllable, E is pronounced like schwa. Like genre, tilde, vocabulary, Scheherazade, etc. But rarely. And another formula for E with a sound in ER, in ENCY at the end of words. Whenever we have ER at the end of a word or ENCY at the end of a word, in these two cases, E is pronounced E. Sorry, E. Schwa. Schwa sound. Examples for ER like father, mother, teacher, center, leader. In ENCY like agency, currency, emergency, decency. Other endings are MENT, LESS, and NESS. In these suffixes also E is pronounced like schwa. Examples for meant, MENT, like development, advertisement, improvement, requirement. Mostly we say meant, development, whereas meant. Similarly, aimless, hapless, not less, jobless, speechless, and with ness, hapless, hopelessness, sadness, madness, and happiness.
Jobless.
Yeah, jobless, not less, less. The word alone, L-E-S-S, is pronounced less, let. But as a suffix, not less, less. Okay, notes. E can sometimes be either silent or pronounced which is shown as this. Sometimes you can either pronounce E like schwa or you can make it silent. You have the choice. In such case, it is written italicized. In computer, we have italics. Not only schwa, any symbol. Sometimes you will see later on, inshallah, this O sound. Or sometimes in spoken English we have T, we will study later. Whenever you find a symbol italicized, it means it is optional. You can either pronounce it or make it silent. That's why symbols should always be written straight. Writing, people have different style of writing. Some people write like this, some people write like this. But symbols should not be written italicized because it then means optional. They have to be written straight. Examples like the first E in the word, we can say interest or interest to possibilities. Another example, veterinarian or veterinarian. Another example, hotelier or hotelier. Adultery or adultery. Mastery or mastery. So sometimes you can either right?
Interest.
And interest. Interest, interest.
Then when we pronounce it together,
Yeah.
we silent,
Then,
then
R of it, tr. Interest, yeah.
interest.
Interest, possibilities.
How do we pronounce the second word?
The second word you can pronounce like veterinarian or veterinarian. Veterinarian or veterinarian. Hotelier, hotelier. Adultery, adultery. Mastery, mastery. Welcome. Okay, the same choice we have in unstressed EROUS, in ERENCE at the end of words. When at the end of a word we have EROUS or ERENCE, these E's can be either pronounced or can be silent. But they should not be stressed if they are unstressed. Like prosperous, prosperous. Ulcerous, ulcerous. Numerous, numerous. Generous, generous. Dangerous, dangerous. Murderous, murderous. Ponderous, ponderous. These are examples with EROUS. And examples with ERENCE like conference, conference. Reverence, reverence. Inference, inference. Deference, deference. And deference, deference. Preference, preference. Reference, reference.
In this situation, we also have two choices.
Two choices. Make it silent. If you pronounce it, pronounce like sure or make it silent. But if they are not stressed, they should not be stressed. Alright. One spoken English rule with schwa sound in American English. Schwa is elided in TEN at the end of words in American English, in words having more than one syllable ending in an unstressed syllable. If at the end of a word we have TEN, where E is pronounced schwa, and this syllable is not stressed, in American English we elide this schwa sound. We drop it, we do not pronounce it. Actually, the rule is not just for E. The rule is actually for schwa sound. Later on we will study with O, with AI. Whenever we have T plus schwa plus N at the end of words where there is not stress, and American English we make this syllables, we drop this schwa sound. Whether E gives this sound, whether O gives this sound, AI gives this sound, whatever the letter is, but if the sound is schwa. But our lesson is E, so we take the examples of E only. So in these words, at the end we have TEN, E is pronounced schwa, and the last syllable is not stressed. In American English, we make this silent. We pronounce like beaten, frightened, brightened, eaten, bitten, written, smitten, lightened, forgotten. Okay, but how to pronounce it? Because for non-native speakers, sometimes it is difficult. Because the place of articulation of T and the place of articulation of N both are the same. The tip of tongue touches the hard palate behind the front upper teeth. So, if enter, we bring our tongue, beat, and we leave tongue, and again come in and beat, it is almost impossible. E is pronounced. So, what you do is, when you touch the tip of tongue and hard palate and T sound, keep it there. Don't remove it. Don't leave it. Keep it there. And directly pronounce it. Beaten, keep it there. Frighten, brighten, eaten. If you keep it there, then you can pronounce it in E become silent. This is called glottal stop. We have also other rules for that. We'll inshallah study. Glottal stop. You stop in your glottis. Okay, with schwa, one more thing, one last thing. E can sometimes be pronounced either A or A. Sometimes you can pronounce E like alif zir A or like schwa, A. You have these two choices. In that case, the symbol is written like this, especially in Longman dictionaries. The root A sound over schwa sound, which means you have these two possibilities, either A or A. For example, the first E in the first word, belligerent or belligerent, B or B. And the second E in the second word, secret, secret, ret or rut. And the middle E in the last word, renegade, renegade, negate, negate. And the same thing is applied in ED at the end of regular verbs ending in T or D. If at the end of a regular word we have T sound or D sound, when we add ED, here this E has these two possibilities. When ED comes at the end of regular verbs, which have T or D at the end. For example, start, started, started, affect, affected, affected. And with this sound, load, loaded, loaded, add, added, added. Two possibilities.
In all the regular verbs,
In all regular verbs, we have which have T or D at the end. Yeah. Only with T or D ending, not other sounds.
we agree and added.
Yeah. Added, added. It. Shall we continue or enough? Enough. We have more here. Any question?